Hi, I'm Doug Isenberg, and I'm an attorney. I help trademark owners protect themselves on the internet. So before I went to law school, I was a newspaper reporter and a magazine editor for a few years, and so I thought I was interested in criminal law. But then second year of law school, when I took my first either trademark or copyright law class, I realized that that was an area of the law that I was interested in, what's called intellectual property law, and decided that that was really what I wanted to do for a living. And I ended up at a large law firm here in Atlanta as a summer associate and got assigned to work with one of the senior partners who was also interested in the area of internet law. So that sort of launched my career, which was in 1995, when a lot of these issues were brand new, how trademark owners and others could protect themselves on the internet. The courts did not even understand what the internet was in the mid-1990s. And for the last 15 years or more, have been on my own and really focused on especially domain name disputes. I guess like a lot of lawyers, I built my practice by referrals. I created a blog actually in the year 2000, before maybe the word blog even existed. I enjoyed writing because my previous career was in newspapers and magazine writing. So I like that type of work. I actually published a book, or Random House published a book that I wrote in 2002. So all of that is a part of the marketing and business development effort. But as the years have gone on, I decided, that I kind of needed to take some extra efforts to reach the audience that I wanted to reach. And although I'd never been a YouTube user myself, I realized that video was the way to go to reach people, not just the written word. And especially since not all of my clients are based here in Atlanta. Most of them are not here in Atlanta. Many of them are not even in the United States. And so many of my clients I've actually never even met in person. So sort of right before the pandemic, I decided that video could be a good opportunity to make connections, not so much with existing clients, but with perhaps potential clients who could see my name and face. And so it was just sort of coincidental that I was starting to create videos really just in the months before the pandemic hit. Writing the scripts, for me, was really no different than writing a blog post. But I had no idea how to worry about lighting, or how to worry about cameras, or how to worry about sound, how to worry about what the studio or setting should look like, let alone anything that comes after that with editing. So fortunately, my son Ari is a film student at NYU Tisch, and he did all of that for me in the very beginning. We started off at the very first video was actually filmed in my office before the pandemic started to shut things down. That was a bit of a challenge, very high ceilings, air conditioning units made the sound a bit of a challenge. So after that first video, we got space in our house in the basement with a backdrop. I think I got a little more comfortable with being in front of the camera as time went on. We moved from the backdrop in the basement to another room in the house with the desk set up where I filmed the videos, and then eventually to actually the space that you're looking at right now. I've pretty much got a system down now, and it doesn't mean that everyone is flawless and perfect, and I know there's always room for improvement, but I feel like the most important part of my videos is the content. And so long as they look professional and neither the video nor the audio is distracting, then so long as the content gets through and my little audience and who are my clients and my prospective clients get to see me and hear from me, then it positions me as an authority on these matters. In the beginning, probably one of the most frustrating things was knowing that I had actually written a script, gotten everything set up correctly, finished the filming, and yet I still had an incredibly long way to go before I was done. And trying to learn how to edit on your own when it's not really what you want to be doing and it's not what I do for a living, it was a big distraction and a big time suck. But I knew that I wanted to be able to do it myself. And it is sort of fun. I have come to enjoy it a little bit. It still does take a lot more time than just writing a blog post and getting a stock image and publishing. but it creates a connection in a way that other types of marketing activities don't. So I would say if I've learned anything from this process, it's that you need to learn how to do some of the difficult things to see if they're worthwhile, and this certainly has been, and it's not only something that's useful for my legal practice, but it's a great sense of accomplishment for myself, and it's very rewarding to hear other people tell me that they've learned about me because of the videos that I've created about domain name disputes on YouTube. And so really for the past 2 years now, for the most part, not without fail, but for the most part, I've been publishing a video every week.